Third thing we should know on how young people are using new media. Connect to peers with same interests through online gaming, creative writing, video editing, and other artistic endeavors. The possibilities today to find these peers and to build knowledge, to build projects, to build relations, to build ways of entertaining each other. I mean, it's so amazing. It's so fabulous. And again, as we said in the beginning, young people, they are not amazed by this. They are not like, wow. I mean, they are wow about the new Apple gadget. But they're not amazed on what they can do through it.
Yeah, real quick. I think it's important to recognize that young people, they're not like my generation. We put ourselves into a certain position, or we put ourselves into a certain class. We pigeonholed ourselves to fit that mold that is outside. Today, I see the younger people bringing in from the outside and constructing their own not niche, but really constructing their own identity and their own profession to match their identity. So now we are seeing identities and vocations come together, and that's a lot more positive than it is to say, yeah, I gotta be that. No, I'm gonna make myself who I am.
Well, I just wanted to say when you were talking about Facebook, that new media for young people has been personalized by them. I think that one of the success of new media is that for young people it's easy to approach the machine, to approach the interface, to approach, so you know how to use it, or even these innovations that are not so difficult to get along with. So one of the biggest success, I think, for new media is that you can personalize them and your life or the way you interact with people, and that for example, the thing you were saying about education and how to interact teachers with students, it's also a wave that take us in. I mean, you can get apart from technology, but we can't either. We are getting used to it because we can't get out of it. So this is a specific example, but everybody has to get along with new media, even if you like it or not.
Yeah, people that are very sensitive with change are screwed.
Yeah, we're not going to talk anymore. I totally agree with you, Maria Fernanda. We're not going to be talking about whether it's positive or negative or neutral anymore. It just is. Here's the air. Do you want to breathe it or not? You're out. Mm-hmm. No, you can't avoid it. This is from me.
Okay, the first thing, the fourth thing. Young people are using new media for self-directed learning online on several ways. You know, it's not only, again, it's not only about how teachers are using technology for a better results of our students, but how the students are finding their own ways of building in a much more successful way their learning process. That is already happening right now. Next, using new media for enriching technical and media literacy. This is pretty amazing. Again, old people can see it in a very amazed and sometimes frightening ways. How young people are using all these technological devices in such a natural, you know, in an extension of themselves, you know. There is all this phenomena I'm seeing in a very close way because of my kids, all this rock band phenomena, you know, playing music, listening to music, executing music, you know, consuming music, you know, through new technology. That is totally amazing. I have said it once and again. I was for several years a guitar player in a process that took me about 5 or 6 years to learn to play the guitar. My kid did the same thing in less than a year. And I strongly think that that could be possible, not only because my kid is smarter, but because my kid has all this technical support where he feels not afraid, you know, on using for his own purpose, you know, to develop what he's motivated at that moment, you know, to just...
Why is he not afraid? Why was he not afraid when he started? Yeah.
I think that he has something going inside that I really believe, and that's what I have been reading for the last months. You know, all this research that is talking about mind structure, you know, mind frameworks, you know, that where it's not afraid. What would an old person do with technology? First, when they're learning the process of using it, the afraidness, you know, of using technology is like a survivor case, you know. I'm not going to push this button because if I push it, something can disappear, you know. It can turn off, you know. I can screw things if I push this. Kids are not afraid. I mean,
they grew up digital.
They just, you know, pop, 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 and I can't do that. I mean, you know, I'm the old guy, you know, that when I have a new device, you know, go to the book, you know, and start reading before you turn on, you know, and you have to read all these papers before you can. And my kids just get and just connect it, and boom, you know, they start getting, no, wait. And so they have learned, you know, to open all this stuff when I'm not there. Because I can, you know. Yeah.
Enrique, do you think son is going to be in your same position? You think your son is going to be in your same position when he's your age? You think his kids will? You think because of where he is?
Start again. You're doing this, I think. Could you start again?
Sure. Do you think that when your son is your age, or when in our generation being son plus, do you think they're going to be and we're going to be in the same position as you are now in terms of their children with technology?
I don't see why not. You mean like when Patricio has a son? Is he going to be like you? Like?
No, I don't think so. I really think that in this moment, we are living a change of paradigm right now, in this moment. And it won't take much years to make the change. I mean, things are changing very fast. And we're living it right now. I don't think the same change with the same impact will be happening in 20 years. No, I mean...
It can't.
It can't. It can't. The change is happening now. And what I think is that Patricio will be much more trained and then much more close to his kid that I am right now with my kid.